When talking about square footage calculations, there are two terms to be aware of: rentable square footage and usable square footage. Rentable square footage, sometimes called RSF, is a calculation combining the usable square footage, the actual space you're going to occupy, along with your pro rata share of the building common areas. Areas like lobbies, public corridors, hallways, restrooms, utility closets, fire sprinkler rooms, etc. Any area that is shared with the other tenants in the building. We see these types of spaces most often in multi-story office buildings. The pro rata share is often referred to as a load factor or a core factor, sometimes even rentable usable factor. The common area factor amount will typically fall in the range of 10 to 20% of the usable square footage, but keep in mind it differs building to building. When it comes to RSF and building common areas, tenants would share the proportionate amount of the square footage based on their percentage of the usable square footage they occupy of the building. The same concept is typically the case when also dividing the cost of maintaining any common space. It is divided on a pro rata scale. It's very important to understand pro rata share and how it will affect the amount of rent you'll be paying as a tenant. One of the most common mistakes that tenants make is basing their actual square footage needs on the rentable square footage number they may see advertised in a brochure or even on CoStar or LoopNet. If you think you need 2,500 square feet and you're looking at a flyer that says 2,500 RSF, that usable area is likely only 2,000 to 2,200 actual usable square feet because of the load factor. A tenant many times fails to realize that there could be a substantial difference in the size space they need versus the final rentable square footage, especially when considering an office building.